Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Oh, halal, you have Bashim Yasher, Bashim Kakadash. I'm going to touch on a quick scripture. Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughters. For the vengeance shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Kind of hit this point a couple of times this week at camp and everything. But it's heavy prophecy coming to pass as far as Eve. And you kind of hate talking about Eve because they are like a minute thing compared to other major prophecies. But Eve becomes such a problem that even the Lord had singled them out and put them in prophecy. So being a prophet, you have to at times talk about Eve and what's going on with them. But the so-called white man being the devil he is, the elites per se, have used her to destroy the family. And now that the family is destroyed, he don't need her no more. So, it's like y'all just kind of getting up from a nap. Hey man, take them naps. Them naps be helpful. So, he don't need her no more. Because the purpose is served. You know, the so-called white man never liked the nigger woman. All the woman tribes, but starting with the black woman because she's the head of them and all the other tribes follow behind them. But the way the Lord is hitting you, he got this devil. You destroyed the family. You ate up the feminism. You did you raised the degenerate sons, the Planned Parenthood, all of that shit. Now it's got to the point where it's like you served your purpose. And it's no use to you no more. Because there's no way the black family is coming back. It's over. It's been destroyed so fucking much that only the Lord could fix it. So the Edomites, they ain't worried about if we rise back up into power, because you done did a job on the so-called black man so much that even if you try to get your act together, nobody will believe it. A lot of men with a half a brain has went on to the other nations. They in other countries. They in the Dominican Republic and all these other places dealing with foreign women, which I recommend if you could afford to do that. Or just deal with another nationality. Hey, like my brother Jeremiah from Chicago, he said we go to White Castle. Hey, shout out to the brother Jeremiah, man. That's my bro. Hopefully I can meet that brother again on this side, if the Lord be willing. If I happen to be in Chicago someday. But that's a cool, good brother, real straight, direct, forward. He be agitated. Especially I love when he get on a nigga woman. But anyway, Eve served a purpose. And Jake is so pissed off and frustrated with Eve. Ain't no coming back from that. Now, you got a few simps trying to hold on, but it's not enough. They don't have enough money and resources for everybody. And the sodomite spirit is eating up Jake. Word is born. I swear it's like 1 in every 5 Jakes or 4 Jake, man, is a sodomite. And, you know, I work in like a service type customer industry. So I interact with people a lot. And it never failed. I even counted it one day. I think it was actually 1 out of 4. And that's not talking the ones I miss or the dudes that's undercover. It might be running at 50% of Jake men and sodomites, and women outnumber men. But who put the, you know, inspired them, put the battery in their back to do that? You women, you know. Y'all the main ones who told Jake men, the Israelite male, especially the Judite male, didn't involve that spirit. But y'all will never date one. Then y'all cry about where the real men at. All the men turned to sodomites, and all the men is either done moved the fuck away, probably in some other country somewhere chilling, you know, cause I want to talk about, before I go too long, cause time move quick, I want to talk about these jobs though. Not only that you served your purpose with destroying the family, but and Jake men don't want you no more. So before you could be a strain on society, these jobs the robots is taking. And the robots is starting with the simplest jobs first. You know, like receptionists, medical billing, medical coding, easy pass, booth, cashier, you know, because these are more simple, laid back jobs. And you know, women, they hate working. It's in their DNA to hate work. You know, even the Lord did know that. He never sent Eve in the field. He told Adam he gonna work that field. Because it's really not, you know, that's the grounds where most adultery happen. But all of these jobs, park it, you know, the parking attendants, they walk around, writing tickets and shit. All that shit gonna get laid the fuck off. Even the male jobs, but them real simple, easy jobs is laid off. So you gonna feel it. Then what they got? OnlyFans. But see, OnlyFans was effective when everybody wasn't on it. Just like drug dealing. You know, people made money selling drugs when everybody not doing it. But once the market get oversaturated, this shit ain't no money in it no more. They say the average girl on OnlyFans make under $500 a month. Because it's like, yo, it's too much competition. Like, who wanna hustle on a crowded block? The competition is too thick. Gotta find something else. Hey, even the field of Uber and Lyft, in like 2015, that shit was jumping. You come out and make, especially in New York where I was at, you come out and make, I don't know, fucking, you know, in like 10 hours, you make 400 or 500, 8 to 10 hours, easy, tips and shit. But once now shit oversaturated, you know, and that's anything in life, you know, scarcity equals value. But the more abundant something is, the less valuable it is. And people are able to charge less for the service because it's abundant. So, and guess what? Guess what's getting abundant? These fucking robots. And they going against human beings, period. That Terminator 2 shit, Skynet and all that, that shit is coming to life. So, they, it ain't about male versus female. It's about fucking humans versus machines. And they want to get these machines set up just like iRobot, and they could send a virus in these machines, and these shit start killing people. And the government could just blame it on, we don't know what happened. You know how Esau do. We don't know what happened. These machines, cause fuck a serial killer. If you turn one of these Terminator machines loose, RoboCop machines loose in society, and then that shit probably kill like fucking 50 people before they calm that shit down. And of course, they could calm it down, but that's what they'll tell y'all. Oh, we finally stopped them. After like 50, 70 people die. And that's all population control. We can't get the #1 rule of the Georgia Guidestones, which is maintain humanity under 500 million. So it's like 8 billion people on Earth, So they trying to kill 7.5 billion people. And they got other shit in place to do that. But if they release a virus, people killing each other, all kinds of shit. But the population's still growing. It's slowed down, but it's still growing. So they gonna have to call something. But the real person that's gonna wipe shit out is Yahweh Shai. He's gonna depopulate the earth, not you devils. That's the glory of the Lord, depopulation. What else I was gonna go? I'm kind of tired of shit. About to run back out. Brother's got a class on a Zoom coming up in a couple hours. But yeah, man, Eve about to feel it. And guess what? She gonna be running back. That Section 8, them food stamps, even if they don't cut that shit ain't gonna be enough with inflation rising and all that. So you gonna have these women, your cousins. They ain't even gotta be like estranged girls. Your cousins, your aunts, and shit like that. They gonna be running back to come live with you. I'm telling motherfuckers to kick rocks. I'm in Baltimore now, but once I slide back up top, man, I'm telling, it don't come to me, because the answer is hell no. Because, one thing, you let certain people come live with you, you'll regret that shit. They could throw off your peace, your energy, and all of that shit. And cause ruckus, even if not verbally or not like that, but spiritually. Because every spirit ain't right, man. You got, like the scriptures say, try the spirit by the spirit. 1 John 4:1. But hey, you're going to have a lot of chicks up here begging. They going to see that you a masculine male, that you work and you... See, they used to bitch about what type of job you had. At a minute, all they going to know is you work, you got some type of money coming in, and all you drug dealing niggas about to be fucking finished. You already done. You drug dealing. I'm in Baltimore. Man, everybody out here is a fucking drug dealer. Everybody. That's seeked after more than being a fucking rapper. And if drug dealers were smart, they would, say you hustled, say you sold drugs, right, on a block with 20 people, and I'm being nice. You gotta count the costs. Now, and this is what people don't do. All right, how much money come on this block per day? People don't know that, but that's something you need to find out. So you be like, all right, 20 people on this block. at minimum, and $10,000 come through here a day on a good day, and on a slow day, 5,000. So, you do the math. You making about, if it's 20 people, $10,000, you making about $500. And remember, I'm being nice. And people block ain't doing no fucking 10,000. You got people up the street short stopping you. You got motherfuckers around the corner getting in traffic and all kinds of shit. You got people on the cell phones and the internet that making deliveries. So, you ain't about to be standing now. If your hood doing that, I won't say kudos to you, but like, look, you might be out there and make, all day and make $300-400. But guess what? Your ass deep sea diving for pearls around some great whites. So yeah, you gonna make your little money or whatever, but your life is gonna be at high fucking risk. And at any time, one of these sharks, cause they around, and they see you. And one thing about niggas, they always blame their problems on somebody else. So if they even see you make a sale, they'll get envious of that, and they will say the reason they not making no money is because your ass around. And that's the conclusions they make. And you could even have a total different product than them, but they gonna blame you for being in the way of making money, man. So the point is, you drug dealing niggas ain't gonna be able to save these women. You can't do it now. A lot of you drug dealing niggas live with these women, and y'all ask them to buy you PlayStation and shit. So you just on the block bullshitting, making noise. You probably make a little money here and there. I went to see one of the brothers once. It was it was somewhere to park, but I ain't see him out there. I was slow rolling through the block. He hustled, like, at the time, this particular brother, he was in and out of the truth, but he was on like a fucking, I think it's known for to be a weed block. So I slowed down, like just skimming the area looking for him. But I think I slowed down at the end of the corner. Word is more, a little young ass dumb nigga. He chased me from like the middle. Now this block is type long for an average street block. This nigga chased me from like the middle of the block, which is a good fucking 2-minute run, depending on how fast he was running, and knocked on my window and was like, "What do you need?" I was like, "God damn." I was like, yo. And that's how bad he wanted to make a fucking sale. I could have been police, stick-up kids, fucking a rival gang, anything. He didn't give a fuck. And he had the items. And a typical person driving through ain't want no lot of shit. Give me 2, give me 3, some shit like that. So these drug dealers out here is fucking suffering. Only niggas making money probably is the ones who selling weight. And if you selling weight, the fucking great whites and tiger sharks is coming to get your ass eventually. Cause word gonna get out and motherfuckers coming. And even if you defend yourself, you still gonna go down. Niggas is dead and you defended yourself, but you gonna go down for the gun and they still gonna hit you because Esau the devil. They still gonna give you some type of manslaughter. Say you killed 2 people. They gonna be like, all right, 8 years apiece. So that's 15 right there. Well, Your Honor, they was robbing me. You don't give a fuck, nigga. Your gun was unregistered. You got priors. Like, you know, you shot these men and killed them. You know, we gave you a plea, 15 years. You took it to trial, nigga. Now you got to do 30 for these two. We hitting your ass with some type of fucking homicide, manslaughter or some shit. And that's how these devils play, man. Even if you a civilian with a registered firearm and you shoot somebody, they still going, once they see that you Jake, they gonna be like, all right, one nigga dead and we gonna try to get this other nigga something, even though he was defending himself. And that's how it is being in America on Jake. You know, a lot of our people think these laws apply to them. They don't, you know. So the real defense is Yahweh Basham Yahushua. But you fucking women is done, man. You done. You about to get laid the fuck off. Your benefits is going to be shortcut. And even if they don't cut them, prices is rising. And they going to keep rising until they bring in this new system. But, you know, hey, that it is what it is. I'm up out of here. Sayonara. Shalom to the elect. Much respect to the elect that's pushing camp on the set. Shalom.